to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes a grab right down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And why waste any time? Get right to it. The offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finding open areas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're...
There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Scrambling away. Gets away. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Line getting set on second down. The give from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very...
He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The sure hands, it's Webb. He'll try to take it back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He caught it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Noise.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Fit it in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Still looking, on the move. Rolling right and going deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Boot it away to start the 2nd half. And and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got it set up on the outside. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's got it still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Ball down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single company.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Gators. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches